In a peaceful village surrounded by green farms and tall mountains, there lived a young man named Zayan. He was strong, healthy, and full of big dreams. Zayan often told his friends that one day he would become the most successful farmer in the village. He imagined his land covered with golden crops while people came to him for advice and respected him everywhere. The villagers admired his ambition, but there was one problem. Zayan was extremely lazy. Every morning, while other farmers woke up before sunrise and worked hard in their fields, Zayan stayed asleep. While others carried water and planted seeds under the burning sun, he sat in the shade talking about his future success. He loved dreaming about greatness, but he hated the hard work needed to achieve it. One evening, Zayan's grandfather, a wise old farmer named Karim, came to visit him. The old man looked at Zayan's empty field and sighed. The soil was rich and fertile, yet nothing was growing there. Karim asked, "My son, why is your land empty? Every day you talk about success, but I see only dry soil." Zayan smiled confidently and replied, "Don't worry, grandfather. I'll start tomorrow. Soon this will become the best farm in the village." The old man had heard the word tomorrow too many times before, so he decided to teach Zayan an important lesson. From his pocket, Karim pulled out 2 small bags filled with seeds. He handed them to Zayan and said, "These are special seeds. The first one is the seed of determination. If you plant it and care for it every day, it will grow into a powerful tree that brings fruit, shade, and prosperity. The second one is the seed of laziness. It grows quickly without effort, but it spreads weeds everywhere and destroys everything around it." Then he looked into Zayan's eyes and said, "Your future depends on which seed you choose to care for." Zayan looked at the 2 seeds and thought, "Of course I'll grow the seed of determination. I want success." But the next morning he felt tired and lazy again. "I'll do it tomorrow," he said. Days passed, and finally, out of boredom, he planted both seeds and forgot about them. He spent his days sleeping, wandering around the village, gossiping with friends, and imagining a successful future instead of working for it. Several weeks later, Zayan finally went to check his field, and what he saw shocked him. The laziness seed had grown wildly across the land. Thick weeds covered the soil and destroyed everything in their path. But the determination seed was weak, tiny, and almost dead because nobody had cared for it. Zayan felt fear and regret in his heart as he stared at his ruined field. At that moment, Grandfather Karim arrived and quietly looked around before saying, "This field is your life. Determination is like a small seed. It needs effort, discipline, and daily action to grow. But laziness grows on its own. If you ignore it, it will slowly destroy all your dreams." For the first time in his life, Zayan truly understood the truth. That night he could not sleep. He thought about all the wasted time, broken promises, and lost opportunities. Tears filled his eyes as he whispered to himself, "If I don't change now, laziness will control my life forever." The next morning, before the sun rose, Zayan woke up early and entered the field. He started pulling out the weeds with his bare hands. His back hurt and his hands bled, but he refused to stop. Every day he worked harder than before. He watered the determination seed and cared for it with patience and discipline. Slowly, the tiny plant began to grow stronger. Months passed, then years, and eventually the small seed became a giant tree full of fruit, shade, and life. Zayan changed too. The lazy dreamer became one of the hardest working and most respected men in the village. People no longer admired him for his dreams alone. They respected him because he had learned the power of action. And whenever someone complained about laziness, Zayan would smile and say, "Dreams only grow when you work for them.